And here we go. Nice and tall. I'm going to turn sideways just for a second. As I bring these stomach muscles in and try to get nice and tall, and take a deep breath in, I can actually see that I'm growing about a quarter inch at least. And so think about that. Think about posture when you're out in public or um, when you're not. Just work on it. And we are inhaling the arms up, exhaling them down. Reaching. Two more. Last one. Shoulders up and back. Oh, that feels good. I was out shoveling today, so I guess winter is here. Up forward. So notice when you go up and forward, I feel my shoulders are just really tight. So generally we don't want to be that way. We just start doing this as a stretch. We want to be more up and back, right? You should actually feel the difference if you try that. Let's be nice and tall with our neck and go to the side. And the goal is to the ear and the shoulder to approach each other. Normally they should never be they should never be friends. But again, we're just trying to stretch out these neck muscles. And up and then looking behind. I never have had a car yet with the cameras, so I'm curious if I've got two cars that run well, but they don't have a camera. So I wonder if eventually I'll know what that feels like. But for now, I always have to do this. Looking up and looking down. Back to center. Let's stay seated. I'm going to show you what I want you to do. Pull your shoulder blades towards each other and then relax it. So you're pulling and relaxing, tightening, relaxing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the arms one is kind of starts with the arms, but make sure the shoulder blades actually do the work. Don't just like move your arms back and forth. And then the other one I like to do, I'll turn sideways, stomach here, in and up, and relax it. In and up, relax it. 8 of those, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Rest. Let's get the hips working. Feet are hip width apart. Lean forward and back. Oh, let's do a static stretch as long as we're leaning forward. Grab the back of your chair, lean forward, and just stretch out shoulders. Back to center. Let's do that one more time. Stretching, stretching. And back to center. And I got to let somebody in. And now let's do our hip hinge. Hip hinge forward. And you can reach. I'm going to mute everybody again. Keep going. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and tall. Flap your arms like a hummingbird. Well, actually, I don't know if that's how it works, but and not as fast as a hummingbird. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and tall, pushing to the diagonal, turning and pushing, pushing and pulling, push, pull for 8. Some of you might have taken Tai Chi or may still take Tai Chi. They have slow, deliberate movements that this reminds me of. 3, and it kind of relaxes you. 2, and 1. And then we can go straight back with our arms. I'll turn sideways so you can see what I want you to do. Push, pull, both arms out, push, pull. In fact, let's rotate. Push it out, turn it, push it in. Push, 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 push. 8, 7, 6. If you're a swimmer, you know what this is all about. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We could even have gone higher. We could go way up like this. Let's do 3 more of those. Push, rotate, lift, rotate. 2 more. I forgot what we, I forgot if we were rotating or not anymore, but you got the idea. Start here, end up here, and let's do a little of this. Just moving our shoulders around, getting them ready for when we pick up the weights. For 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, 1, and little tiny circles with our arms, and bigger. And bigger. Optional is to go way up here. You don't have to go way up here. You can stop your radius of your circle at shoulder level. And I'm already feeling it. I'm going to go little circles in the other direction. I took a class once where we did that for 5 straight minutes. And boy, my shoulders were sore. Bigger. And again, it's up to you how high up you want to go. Okay, I'm starting to feel warmed up. I'm starting to feel, let's try a little of this, just rotating from the torso. You can have the arms in tight. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Let's do legs. So out, tapping the heel, and then alternating legs for 8, and then adding arms. So if adding arms is too much, just do the legs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1, and rest. One leg out to the side and alternate. And we can do arms at the same time. Again, if it's too hard to go overhead, you can go forward. It's a little, my legs get confused if I do this, but so pick a spot where it doesn't hurt your shoulders and then add legs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest, rest, rest. Moguls. Nice, crisp, happy moguls. 8, 7, 6, 5. I almost want to snap my fingers. I don't know why. 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Out, across, and that are out, back, across, and back again. 8. Tapping the opposite leg as you go across, just to make your brain work. 5, 4. Really get that leg out there, fully extended. Last one. Other side. 8. Who's got 7? 6, 5, 4, and 3, 2, 1, and rest, rest, rest. Nice and tall. Let's reach and pull down, reach and pull down, 6, pull down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think we did this with the weights the other day. So we're arms and legs. We're doing same side arm, same side leg for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Nice and tall. Let us do 5 get up and get downs, but first have some water. Where's my water? Did I bring any today? I know I have some. Hold on. Are we ready? I got to make sure I don't trip on my stretch band. Okay, slightly forward, drive through. Lower with control. Slightly forward, drive through. Lower with control. Slightly forward, drive through. Lower with control. 2 more. Last one, and you can stay standing and go to the back of your chair. And we're going to do a leg strengthening stuff today, which will be a few lunges and a few squats. I'm going to show you an optional lunge, and you can always do some of these things sitting. So the lunge we're going to do, both legs bend, right? With the work being done on the front foot. And easier alternative is to keep the back leg straight and then just bend one leg and only bend it as far as is comfortable. And you should be doing this right about here. So you have the chair available. I'm only doing it out here so you can see what I'm doing. So we're going to do squats first. Feet are hip width apart. Hip comes back and the knees bend. Hip comes back. And as you come up, drive that hip forward. So 6, 5, 4, 3, right? Driving that hip forward. 2, last one. And you can walk around your chair because my legs actually need a little break. You can kind of give them a little bit of this. And now for our lunges, you're going to be facing straight ahead, but I'll turn sideways. There's not a hip hinge in these. We're just going down. And then to make it easier, you can keep the back leg straight and just go down with the front leg. Let's do 8 of these. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. These are tough, so don't overdo it. 2, 1, rest. Other leg. So again, your option is to keep the back leg straight and just bend the front knee, or you can bend both of them. Make sure you're not pushing off the toe of the back foot because that just makes it too easy. 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, and 2. Last one. That was a work. That was a work. Something easier, just going out to the side. Let's march it out first. March it out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Out to the side for 8. And I encourage you to actually hold on to your chair so you can get more range of motion. Make sure your toe is pointed straight ahead, so you're not turning your foot out like that, The toe is straight ahead. 3, 2, 1. Other side. For 8, 7, 6, 5. Best place to do these is where? In the pool. 3, 2, 1. Let's do something completely different. Single leg. It's up, out, back, and down. For 8 and 7, 6 and 5. That standing leg is starting to get a little bit concerned. When are we going to stop? 2 more. And last one. Rest. Other side. 8. In a perfect world, your knee, hip, and ankle would all make a 90-degree angle. I'm not quite there, but I'm in the neighborhood of that. 90, 90 at the ankle, 90 at the hip. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. Rest. And the reason I like this is it works on our balance as well. So try standing on one leg like this. Just make sure you have the, and then think 90, 90, and 90 at the ankle. Challenging. We'll do it another 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other leg. Most of the time when people say they're going to stand on one leg, they do this, which is fine. This challenges your balance a little bit more because the center of mass is in front of your center of gravity, so you got gravity pushing you in an awkward way. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. If you like that kind of thing and you have good balance on your own, you could also incorporate some weights, some light weights. So you could do your bicep curls, maybe lateral raises, but that's more advanced. Let's circle hips. We'll do a tiny bit of cardio. And this isn't, I'm not counting this as a little bit of cardio. This is just circling our hips. Other direction. Three, 2, 1. Let's do narrow marching, wide marching, sideways marching, and we'll see how we like that. So narrow marching. If you wanted more of a workout, bring the legs up higher or go faster than I'm going, picking up the pace, marching a little faster for 8, 7, 6, and you can also march in your chair, keep going. You know, you could also do this. It's actually harder in the chair for me. 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Rest. Little circles with the arms are slowing down our marching. So you never want to go to the next exercise still being out of breath, right? So make sure you're in the 2 zone. Silver Sneakers goes, let's go sideways. They go from 1 to 3. 1 is warm up. 2 is nice and steady, comfortable, maybe a little sweat. 3 is out of breath. Everything hurts, can't keep up. So don't be a 3. Just back it off if you need to. Let's do 8 more. 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, and 2. And you can leave shoulders out, right, if it bugs your shoulders. And so wide marching is almost like what we just did, right? Let's go wide, wide, narrow, narrow. Out to the side and back. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and rest, rest, rest. Let's go up on our toes for 8, 7, 6, 5. And you could do anything you want with your arms if you feel comfortable with your balance, right? So we can roll upwards, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I'm always a little nervous about this one. Single, single, double. Single, single, double. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I goofed up, didn't I? Last one. What helps me is if I do say the word single, single, double, but I wanted to challenge myself. So hopefully you did better than I did. Easy marching. Eight, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Let's do maybe 1 or 2 more things. Single leg jumping jacks. Again, you can go in front if that's easier on shoulders for 8, and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Jump rope is different in that we don't go sideways with the feet and the arms are down. So actually jump roping is a little easier, I think, than what we just did. 8, 7, 6, keep those arms going. 4, and 3, 2, 1, and we go backwards. Feet don't do anything different. If it was a real jump rope, both feet would be off the ground, so the jump rope could go underneath them. Actually, really good jump ropers, I take that back. They can do something kind of like this. So they're doing this with their feet, but that's outside my range right now. Let's rotate the hips, bringing the back leg into triple extension. Hip, knee, ankle are all extended. 8, 7, 6, 5, and actually our upper body is extending as well. 3, 2, and 1. And I think I'm about ready for a drink of water, so let's have a seat. And let's do some easy moving of the arms before we pick up our weights. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're gonna do this with some weights, so let's practice that. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. That's enough of those. I guess we're gonna do these with the weights. Get that chest wide open when the arms come out for 3, 2, and we're going to be doing some kind of overhead press, either this one or this one. Let's alternate between those two for 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and last one. Go ahead and stretch out your shoulder. And pick up the weights. Any 2 to 3 pounds is plenty for this. And ones, if you need ones, Some folks could do 4s, and there's a couple people that did 5s in my class, 5 pounds. Maybe the easiest of all exercises. There's not much to think about. Just bend your elbows and straighten them. 3, 2, 1. And let's do a bent elbow followed by a straight arm. So lateral raises, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3. Again, if this is too much, just do them without the weights. Your body will be happy either way. Okay, another bent elbow one is going to be tricep extensions. Straighten and bend. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Rest. Another straight arm will be our flies. So now we don't have a bent elbow. We can have a slightly bent elbow. Bringing the weights together for 8, 7, this is a hard one, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Let's give ourselves a little break in the action. Hold both weights. Just let that shoulder stretch out and lean away from it. Other side. Hopefully at some point, maybe most of you are there already, this will become almost enjoyable. When I was growing up, I hated lifting weights, but now I kind of enjoy it, especially what we're doing now. Rest. Let's flip a quarter turn. We're still bending and straightening our elbow, but now it's a completely different muscle. 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Rest. Something that'll feel good. Tapping the weights in front, tapping the chair behind. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Rest. Let's do something with the legs. There's not a ton of stuff we can do with the legs when we're sitting down. If you went to the fitness center before, you can sit down in the machines and work your legs to your heart's content because you have weights on the machine. You can do all kinds of stuff. Let's switch legs. But here we're kind of limited. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I've mentioned before, we get a lot of work from our legs in our standing series. Overhead press, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, 1. Rest. Let's do something a little easier. These are lateral raises with a bent elbow, making them much more easy. And actually, they're not completely lateral raises, but you got the idea. 2, 1, and rest. What else? We better do our pay left press. Straight out and back. 6, 5, 4. Anytime we go forward, what do we have to do? Engage our core. 2, 1. Another going forward exercise is stirring the pot. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, let's rest for a second. Then we're going to stir the pot in the other direction. So you can just set the weights on your knee. Stir the pot in the other direction. 8, 7, 6, 5, and try to keep it at the same level. Don't let the weights gradually pull you lower and lower, right? Just keep it up there. 3, 2, 1, rest. Flip the weights here, TV tray. You don't have to do a hip hinge with the TV tray. Straight out and back. 6, 5. You can come up in your toes if that feels, that actually feels kind of good for me. 4, 3, 2, and I'm sick of the TV tray. Let's do one more concept, and that is hip hinging. So let's do rows, leaning forward for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Rest, 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 rest. Last thing, and then we'll grab some water, oil and vinegar. If you're lazy, you'll find that you rest. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say lazy, but I find myself resting on the opposite leg, and to get a harder workout, take that rest out of it. 6, 5, 4. It's not lazy. Your body's trying to find the most efficient way to do something, so you can't really blame it for doing that. Last one. Rest. Let's put the weights down. Grab another nourishing drink of water. And keep drinking water in the winter. Just because the sun isn't beating down on you and you're sweating, you still need water in the winter. There's a question on the circumference of the ball. I was trying to see if it's on there anywhere, but I'm guessing 3.5 maybe inches. And it's perfect for some of the silver sneaker stuff we do. That's why they sell the balls, but you can get something similar. Or if it's a little bigger, some of the things will be a little harder to do. Might be harder to hold on to it if it's bigger. Some of you might remember this a few years ago when they blew the balls up a little too big and then people couldn't hold on to them. And that wasn't me though that did that. 3 more, and 2, and 1. And you can scoot forward in your chair, go behind the chair if you're able for 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse directions. 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Should we try this? So both the knee and the elbow are doing the same thing. They are extending. 5, 4. You could go forward with the ball if you want. Let's go forward. That's almost easier. 2, 1. Other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Repeat that and see if you notice if you're left-handed, is it easier? And for me, it is. I'm left-handed, left-footed. When we go to the left side, oh, this is easy as can be. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now alternate arms and legs. 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Crush the ball, crush the ball. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. See if you can make the chest do the crushing and not your wrist, right? Push through. 2, 1. Crush the ball under the arm. Same idea. 8, 7, 6. If you put your hand here, you should feel that muscle move as you crush the ball. 3, 2, 1. With the bigger diameter ball, I think it would be harder as well because then you're starting way out here, right? 5, 4, crush the ball, 1, rest. Crush the ball with the legs for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do something that's not crushing. This has become one of my favorites. Put the ball on the ground, put your foot on the ball, and then just straighten your leg and then bend again. I'll turn sideways so you can see me a little better. Straight out and then bend it back. 8, 6. I figured I was going to kick over my water bottle. And 3, 2, 1. Other leg. And that helps your leg get into that nice extension, right? 7 without putting a lot of torque on anything. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold on to the ball and then try to do the same idea with the other leg. 8. This is the same thing we just did, but oh, is it harder? 4, 3, 2, 1. Other leg. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and 3, 2. One more. And we can rest. Let us circle and squeeze the ball with your lower hand to make your arthritic fingers and thumb, give them a little work. My thumb is so sore from dragging bags of wet leaves. So I need to do this today. And I wasn't out raking this morning, by the way. I raked the other day, but it was raining, so they're all wet. You can rest on the, if you want, or keep the arm off the knee. Other direction. And one just for fun, and then we'll move on. We're just clapping. One clap is plenty. If you want 2, if you can do 3. If you can do 4, good for you. I can barely do 4. Or 2, or 1. Oh, I know one that I wanted. Let's just tap here. It's just working the shoulders in a nice, easy way. Tap, 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 tap. And then the last thing I want to do is bend and straighten, a combination of bicep curl, overhead press. 6, 5, and 4, 3, 2, 1, and I think that, oh, we got to stretch. I'm sorry. Behind the back. Sorry. Lower back. Don't overdo it on stretching the lower back. That's really not supposed to move very much. But what you can do is work the upper back muscles, get that ball right nice and deep. They need the love. Those muscles get very tight. Opening up here will open up your scapula so the ball can get in between them. Oh. Get nice and tall. If you're a swimmer, this is called the streamline. When you dive in, you get your hands in that position. Try the streamline, or you can go like this. Just feels good. And put the ball underneath the leg. This would be another hard one if your ball is bigger than the normal diameter. 6, 5, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest, rest, rest. What are we doing? We're taking another sip of nourishing water. And we're picking up our stretch bands. And we're going to do some easy rotation. You can double the band up like this, and we're going to rotate laterally. And the back hand is pulling on the stretch band to get a deeper stretch. Scoot forward in your chair, and now you can do the kayak. Keep these muscles nice and engaged. It's a lot harder in a real kayak, believe me. This is quite, but it's the same idea. You're grabbing water, scooping water, scoop, scoop, 3 more, scoop, scoop, and last one. Oh, rest. One more stretchy thing, make the band really long by undoubling it. Oh, I'm all confused here. What's going on? And then get as long as you can with it. And then ever so gently, bring it over your head, pulling the band a little wider to make it easier to get over your head for, let's do 4 of these. 1. And all of these things you could be doing standing up. 3. And last one. Rest. A couple other things. Let's do a little bit of, looks like time ran away from me again for, I guess every time I teach, it runs away from me. A little bit of rowing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out to the side and back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Single leg. Our single leg rows. What a great exercise this is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We can switch. So it's a beautiful day. If you want to get out and enjoy some crisp winter weather or late fall, it might be a little slippery, so be careful. 3, 2, 1. When I first got up, let's do bicep curls. When I first got up, it was that frozen ice on your car that you got to chisel off. So hopefully it's warmed up enough where you don't have to do that if you're going to go out and drive. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I don't usually do bicep curls like this. If it's too hard, just have one foot on the strap. That will make it easier. That makes sense. The wider the feet, they make the strap shorter. Let's stretch and we'll get you out of here. So leg up, leg out, back and down. We'll do 8 of these. And you can hold on with both hands if you want. That feels kind of good actually. And then that lets me get my leg a little bit higher when I use the strap. 3 more. But keep looking forward. We're not doing this. You could, but it's a little bit better. And let's switch. Up, out to the side, back and down. One hand or two, whichever you prefer. 6, 5. I guess my posture is a little bit better with one hand, then I don't have to rotate. 2 more. 1 more. Last one. And put the band down. Nice and tall. Hopefully you feel better than when you started. Inhale, we'll do 4 of these. Exhale, 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, 2 more. And last one of the day. Go out and have yourself a great, great, great rest of your day.